It's Maid. Kaname and Saiki are going to perform different and manners for us, the acoustic version. Let's hurry on over there and give it a look. Hey there, so here we go with Kaname and Saiki doing an acoustic version of these two songs.
Let's go, it's showtime. 고치 구란다 저기 make a little 시간이와 시소 come back to oh come back to lights from the day 嘆きの手も行き止まりだって雷どうか誰も聞いちゃいない目に見えないものじゃ信じれない The clock is ticking once more 陰りさす勇気 once more 蘇るループ No more でもまだやめない Just you wait To the lady farewell 無気楽に焚きつけて心を Love Our your potential 渦巻く世界はまるで現実のようにフラッシュして揺らいでく Let's go It's showtimeつくまで3秒もう一回って希望はどこに Come back to oh come back to lights from the dead 消えてく魂をね塞がって全てと理解がこれまでと違うフィクションってくらいつけよう Fake Lose your belief Once more 繋いでくリンダ Once more 飛び込む Make it No more ほらまだやれる Just you wait To the lady farewell 無気楽に焚きつけて心を Love Our your potential 見まがう未来はまるで不況さえもいざクラッシュしてここへ悪魔が天使かよりは一体ガラクタの中で踊るよパッパッパ適度に適応それ必要 Nobody knows what またどこかで聞こえる voice 当然未来が過去になる繰り返し重なって Continue that in my life You can back and now There in the black Don't stand Once more 陰りさす勇気 Once more 蘇るループ No more でもまだやめない Just you wait To the lady farewell 無気楽に焚きつけて心を Love Our your potential 渦巻く世界はまるで現実のようにフラッシュして揺らいでく Let's go It's showtime Your time to shine
I love it. I love everything about this. It's so naked. It's so vulnerable. It's so open. And you get a good look at I think at the way that song feels to them. there's just a guitar and two vocals, right? Saiki is out there on the edge of a high dive, all right? And she's got to dive in whether she wants to or not. No matter how she feels today, you know, no matter what's going on in her life, and she's got to nail every note of this song. And I've always said that for people who don't play music or haven't written music, almost all rock originates with an acoustic instrument of some kind, whether it's the guitar or the piano. It begins there. It begins because that's what's handy a lot of times. I mean, if you're sitting in your living room or, you know, not everybody has a studio. And so a lot of songs that began in early days of careers began on, you know, they ran down the street and busted into their house because they had a thought and they sat down with their acoustic guitar and they nailed it, right? And then when you put it together with the band, of course, then it becomes a rock song, right? Sounds simplistic. It is simplistic. I'm sure I'm just stating the obvious, but nevertheless, some people don't think about that. And look at all that equipment that could be being used, and they don't need it. That song is a beautiful song, well written. So I'm anxious to hear Manner, so here we go.
ありがとうございました。もう一曲やりますか？もう一曲やっちゃいますか？いいんですか？いいですよ。ありがとうございます。そんなかなみちゃん得みたいな感じで、
ありがとう。楽しいからね。
きっとご主人様お嬢様も待っていてくれてたからね。
本当？
じゃないかな。結構好きな人いるんだと思うよ。
ああ、じゃあ
もう一曲、
はい、
やっちゃいますか。
はい、
はい、じゃあお願いします。
お願いします。
Go to dancing world and look never that ever forever. Oh, 見たばっか騙されてるんじゃ世界がモノクロ広がんないじゃん。Beginning difficult progress courage evolution 予想を超えてくればOh, I challenge 限界突破試行錯誤でスタンドバイ命を燃やせ奇跡描くまで Never ending Come back 後悔に聞か Go to the unseen world And look never not ever Forever Oh 百分一見にしかず翼を広げて彩りたいジャンプ Beginning Difficult Progressエボリューション期待裏切るクレイバー Oh, I challenge してほき Look back 時には回帰 Moreover 高めてくんだ奇跡描くまで Never endingエボリューション予想を超えてくれば Oh, I challenge 限界突破 行錯誤でスターライドチューブ寄せ奇跡描くまで Never ending
Way, way
世界に向かいまた歌って Take over the world まだ未完成進化の先へ綴り届いて Take over the world Never ending dreamer to the unseen Whoa Away らしさ求め Make sense 轟かすんだ世界掴むまで Never endingありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
Outstanding. Out freaking standing. If you want to know how Maid arranges, you can watch this stripped down version of Manners and then go back to the song and listen to what they put in there, right? And of course, there's going to be some difference in approach on the guitar, and that's because this is an acoustic, and then there's the electric. The acoustic is a different approach when playing rhythmically. And what I mean by that is you notice she's also keeping time, right? She's the timekeeper of the two, right? So Saiki can focus on melody. Because melody drifts. It goes where it wants, and it goes in whatever time it wants to, as long as it returns to the end of the measure or to wherever the end of that melody line is supposed to stop, right? So she's keeping time. She's doing it with her leg so that Saiki can see her. And she's doing it with her hand. You saw her start 3 strikes without even hitting the guitar, right? Which, by the way, she's playing my all-time favorite acoustic guitar, which is Alvarez, specifically the Yuri line. Those are handmade by the master luthier Yuri. And he built some beautiful guitars in the 80s. I happened to have enough money at the time to buy one. And it was the most marvelous guitar I'd ever played. And I've never played its equal since. So I can see why she's doing that. And the sound is fantastic is what I'm trying to say. So you can look at this and say, well, there's no... let me back up here. You can see what Maid adds to a song when they're playing it, okay? By watching this stripped down version. Let's just look at a couple of things here. So when this song starts out,
はい。ではお願いします。
お願いします。
she gets her game face on. 1, 2, 3, here we go. But you're not getting that, right? That driving riff that is so signature to the song, but you don't need it.
I'm gonna be home. Acoustic go to dancing.
You didn't get the added vocals.
World and look never got ever forever. Oh, 見たばか騙されて
Now listen to the way the melody strays from the chords in this. It's hard to imagine Saiki actually being able to hold this melody line because it's off the bed of the chord progression.
世界がモノク
Let me back up. Listen to the way it diverges.
Go to dancing world and look never got ever forever. Oh, 見たばか騙されてるんじゃ世界がモノクロ広がんないジャンプ Beginning difficult progress Collage Evolution, you're so
So she didn't have a lot of these what I'm trying to say is, obviously she was in tune. I'm not saying that she went out of tune. What I'm saying is she didn't have all of those little touchstones in the song that tell her where she's at melodically, because it's just a straight chord, all the way through that melody, and she's having to weave that melody into that chord. No ha 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 ha, right? That's another thing they just added into the song. See, as they arrange, they are putting stuff in. Let's emphasize here. Let's get this attitude there. Let's create this atmosphere over here. And that's how you can... That's why I love watching unplugged concerts, because when I saw Eric... the light bulb went on for me when I saw Eric Clapton do Layla acoustically. It was a completely different song. And I thought, wait a minute. But I still recognize it. I still know exactly what that song is. If you hadn't told me, I would have said, that's Layla. But that's not Layla, right? Because it was a blues song, but it was a rock song when I first heard it. Blues rock, but it was still rock. It was rock heavy, right? I'm rambling. So... Now, for me as an acoustic guitarist, which is what I was for the first 10 years that I played the guitar, I didn't pick up an electric guitar for any serious way. The acoustic guitar is also a rhythmic instrument. It's not just a guitar. You use it for rhythm, you can slap on it, you can strike the strings and staccato effect. There's all kinds of things you can do with an acoustic guitar that you just can't do with an electric, or at least it won't be the same effect. Like that. Hear how subdued that sounds without that rock riff running through there? That dun 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 dun, right? That's not running through there. So all you're hearing are the two chords Kaname play. Well, probably Miku plays and Kaname plays the riff, is what I imagine happens.
You must come back. Go to the unseen world. Out of them not ever. Forever. Oh, 100分一見にしかず翼を広げて
Doesn't the song have sort of a ominous, broken-hearted feel to it? Not broken-hearted, that's not the right word. I like ominous, but sort of a depressed, just a little depression in there running with it. It's definitely so bluesy in the way it just feels like you are just a little bit broken-hearted here. Let me back up. Listen to the way she's singing this.
You must come back. 後悔に聞か Go to the unseen world. Out of them not ever. Forever. Oh, 100分一見にしかず翼を広げて彩りたいジャング Beginning.
Just a different song, right? But not.
Discount. Go glass. Collage. Evolution 期待裏切る flavor. Oh.
And then the chorus. I just love that song, first of all, and that's why I chose this one to pick apart. If I'd have picked the other one apart as well, it'd have been here all day. And we don't want that, do we? No. So, I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this kind of content, please hit subscribe on the way out so you know when I drop the next one. If you want to support this channel, cupofcoffee.com, Patreon, links are in the description box. The biggest deal here is the music. And I am so glad you are here to watch this with me. It's a lot of fun. More of these. I'm going to find more of these and we're going to watch them all. Every one of them that we can put our hands on. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun. And I hope you had fun. So I got to go now before I'm going to need oil for the jaws, like Tin Man. Okay, I'll talk to you later, all right? Okay, bye.